world? Welcome back. I am masculinity architect Dwayne Langham. This is the Ave, Yolo Ave, the road leads travel. And you just tuned in for another sugar shred. Day 5, baby. We in this thing, just wrapping up the morning kill. You see what I'm looking like? Down to the forearms. Sugar gets you shredded. And the way Cole Robinson really turns the body up. Burning. I'm not even playing a character, but this level of energy. I'm telling you, the sugar's in my blood. It's making me sweet. Going around down here in Florida. I was on the bike yesterday out on the trail, and multiple times out here for the run, bees just start tracking for like half a mile and like want to get that. But yeah, so day 5, updates for today. Yesterday was 2,400 calories, my first carb refeed. So protein and carbs, and now we're back on sugar fasting. Today, 2,400 calories, and yes, y'all, the scale stayed the same. Morning dry weight, I think, was 241.6. Something, I'll have to check the screenshot. But yeah, still keeping progress, and as you know, my dry weight first thing in the morning, get some of this sweat out, even after I eat, drink fluids. After usually my workout is where I'll level out for the day's ideal, what I call target weight, after I've expended all my energy, after I've worked out, after I've gotten my 10,000 steps, after I've gotten it in at the gym, gotten the sweat out, got everything flowing and going, I usually see what my weight is for the day. So I'll track and update that. But big things popping. You know when they say, so it's one thing, like this diet is so aggressive just in what it does. Like I am soaked. This ain't no photo shoot. I've just been out here 44 minutes, 2.89 miles, 6,200 steps. But biggest thing is body composition, right? So I was saying the scale is aggressive, so I'm actually seeing the data. It is working. I'm losing weight. There's no question. If you didn't hear that right, 2,400 calories. That I got to address first and foremost. That is fucking huge. When I say protein sparing modified fast, protein fasting, intermittent fasting, keto, everything I was doing before, where I was dialed in to actually get results, and by results, I mean like a pound, 1 to 3 pounds, maybe in a week, with clean, just no carbs interjected at all, 16 to 1,800 calories. If I did not do that, the scale did not move over the week, fam, with the same workouts, with the same 10,000 steps, with the same regimens and routines. I have, on multiple days inside of the trial, and now inside of the week, been averaging 2,000, 2,100, 24, 26, and I'm not even attempting to. And with the fact that I've been willing to experiment, I'm actually just seeing, like, yeah, it's factual. You can have more calories. And it's funny, actually, Mark Bell had a video out this morning, Sugar Diet Explained. Today is the 29th. Shout out Mark Bell, Smelly Protocol. He literally said, you know, if you're used to having 1,800 calories, maybe you can have 2,400. Spot the fuck on. That is exactly where I'm at, and the scale's fucking moving. Pounds a day. And don't get me wrong, I know initially it was water weight, but seeing the scale drop 3 pounds in a day, in the same day, waking up one weight and 3 pounds falling off. Now, I've done that with the bloating and things before when I have carbs, but eating the right things and seeing the pounds go down that way, not from an adverse reaction to carbs coming in the system or something interrupting the normal dieting, that's fucking amazing. So yeah, actually knowing I can be satiated, knowing I can go over, and with that, fam, I've been actually having up to 45 or 50 grams of fat, not on a regular basis or intentional, but on one of the days that I had 6 egg whites. I've got 6 egg yolks sitting around, and I don't want to wait till Sunday, the fat day. So it's easy. No fat all day. Make sure of it. And then went ahead and had some lean chicken breasts, 8 ounces of chicken breast, scrambled that all up together in the pan, boom, and had a sweet potato. That was my refeed last night. I think about 1,000 calories, whatever, 1,100. But yeah, the stats for yesterday were right at about 450 carbs, 100 grams of protein, and 50 grams of fat. And so with this diet and with the results, I'm not worried about testosterone, main things, but I'm not worried about hormones being in balance because I can put in the fats that I need, and it works. It just works. And I can see everything that they're saying checking out. Like the sugar fasting, right? That's the other thing I want to talk about. When you are sugar fasting, this sugar burns so fast. I'm having like 130 grams, 500 calories. Like these bowls, these meals that you see have got the shit they're loaded. At this point, I'm now putting 2 packets, which would be a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, not tablespoons, teaspoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, and then whatever fruit. And when you see my bowls, that's what's in there. And I'm also having a 8-ounce glass of juice as well to the side. But with that, right, yesterday, because I was perfect, actually, it was 36 hours. He was talking about that as well, Mark Bell. About 36 hours the day after my sugar fast. So I'm 36 hours plus into sugar fasting. And as someone who's had years of water fasting, protein fasting, all the fasting, I know what it feels like when I'm on E. I know when everything's burned. Now on keto, that is a different experience, but the same thing, especially it happened in a matter of hours, because I ate, went for a 40-minute walk, run, high intensity with the family I told you all about yesterday, doing squats and sprints intermittently. And I came back and immediately gym got canceled, so I immediately went to go for a ride and get about 8 miles in. I also went to run some errands, go to some stores locally, not too far. With that, on the way back, I knew I was depleted. I knew that the food I had that morning, because I usually, like right now, I have my first meal, go for the cardio, have another meal, go to the gym. Because I wasn't going to the gym, and I wanted to prolong the meal throughout the day, wanted to prolong the fasting. Not the fasting, but, I wanted to prolong the effects and really test. This is all experimental. I wanted to see what I get. Am I really burning through? And I felt it. Having exerted the energy, an hour or two later, I knew I was on E, and it's in the mouth, right? You wake up the day after from fasting 24 hours or so, that's where you start to get the autophagy type effects. I would have called it autophagy before. I don't know if the FGF21 kicks off autophagy because it's telling it to burn everything or whatever that effect is. But when, I'm not too deep into the science. I'm experimental. I'm live it, see what happens. But I can attest to these things. So I don't know if, like I said, that's autophagy, you get the white stuff on your tongue, your breath. That sensation is what I was feeling. I knew my energy, I could still go. I wasn't tired or drained, but I didn't have the, goofy extra energy, just pushing it with all you got type shit. When I saw a bee behind me just before I started recording, I hit a little sprint, and it was effortless. Okay, keep it moving. Other things, right? So I know when I burned through the food yesterday, and I know that every few hours, yes, it ramps up the metabolism. That's why I'm so hot and sweaty. That's why I've got all the energy, and it burns through super quick within hours, something I'm not absolutely used to at all. Eat a big bowl of protein and fats and stuff, you are not going to burn through that shit in a matter of hours. 12 or so, maybe the next day type shit, overnight. But with that, the other thing is energy. So because the scale is dropping, the weight is dropping, my clothes are draping off of me. I'm pitching tents in everything I wear. Like literally, even my workout clothes, which are pretty, skimpy as you can tell, nothing is sticking to me. Nothing is touching me. It's hanging off of the rack up here, and then everything is just draping. Right now I'm draped in sweat, so it's sticking to me. But that's what I'm noticing with everything. I recorded lives last night. Shout out to my masculinity architect, men's and women's sex, dating, relationship channels. And put on a button down that I hadn't worn. It's summer down in Florida, and draping, flowing. So I am noticing the clothing, and I brought that up because inside of the running, what I'm present to, and I had this before with the extremely fast or, extreme weight loss when I lost the first 100 pounds, is the difference how much lighter you are. Since I've been 36, I've started running, and I've been a heavier guy throughout that. But what I do notice, not only has it become possible, because I started running because I wasn't known to do it and couldn't do it before, distance running, what I've noticed is like posture. When I did that sprint, that last sprint, it wasn't even intentional, but a bee is on me. As Joe Dispenza says, when a T-Rex is chasing you don't think, you just go. And there was nothing there. It was so light. I feel so bouncy. I've always looked at other people and wondered, when they be having that buoyant, proper form, upright posture, head up and everything, it's like, they must be trained. They must be so much effort to get there. Because for me, it's always been dragging my 250, 300 pound ass to, not while I was running, I think I was at least 270. But actually feeling lighter, feeling like posture, form, everything is so much easier inside of my jog, inside of my sprint. Everything's just there, all of it. That's all the things, fam. It's been 10 minutes, but that's the updates of what I'm noticing. Clothes falling off me, the fat falling off of me, the energy, the metabolism is definitely ramped up. And just on that basis, if you understand just the general about fitness, not even dialed into macronutrients, counting everything, like Mark says, you don't need to. I'm still scientific like that because I've been doing this 27 fucking years. I want to know precisely what's making it happen. So I have the A, B, C, them results on the scale in my life and everything else. And I'm finally getting that experience. But now I'm getting to be like those people that I see and always am jealous and admire that, I don't count calories. I've always just ate this one. Or is it 60-year-old guy eats this meal every day and has six-pack abs and, whatever else. And just that natural philosophy, relationship to food, discipline, what your body's doing with it and all that good stuff. So this is fucking amazing. I absolutely have confidence, maybe even today, I'm going to break into the 230s. And mind you, started this year, 278, started this diet at 247. So I already had a solid 30 pounds of loss from just being so intentional. But I told you what that intentional looked like. 1,600, 1,800 calories, binging, yo-yoing, having a cheat day, cheat meal, cheat whatever that throws me off, and now understanding, I'm throwing fats and sugar together, so it's not just a day, and then I'm not having a sugar fast to rebound, clean everything out, get back on track. There's like so many tools inside of this that is just killing it. So yeah, that's it. If you haven't tried it, just try it. I'm putting people on, I'm sharing the video, my lady, my family, my kids. It's so simple, so easy. All you really have to understand is try some natural fruits and sugars. I haven't even experimented with the candy stuff. But to that, right, trying to be in keto on a road trip, 7-hour drive, Atlanta to Florida, come on, please, what am I going to do? Grab snacks, grab whatever the fuck I want in there, because all that bullshit sugar I can now actually utilize. Still go for the good stuff, but that context that I can be traveling, I can be anywhere. You can always grab some fruit. You can always get this little stuff, and it doesn't really require much. You can get some canned foods. It's so simple, so cheap, so easy. It's like the options are endless, and I'm just getting started. This is week fucking 1, y'all. What did I say? Did I say day 5? It's fucking Thursday. What am I talking about? It's day 4. It's day 4. I'm gonna be in the 230s. My goal is 225. I'm truly gonna find out. My goal overall was 15% body fat. I've never been this light, so I don't know what my body's gonna look like. I don't know how long it's gonna take for skin to catch up. I've never had loose skin. I've just never lost all the weight. So everything's new, everything's an experience. After this week, my schedule's gonna clear out the rest of the week now that I got the lives done. So I should be able to edit all of this footage and get it out to you. Honestly, I was so motivated listening to Mark Bell. These are my daily vlogs and check-in, so I'm going to make this live. As soon as I get this first week edited, launch it, let you know about the trial, let you get caught up on these daily vlogs and getting the cadence of dropping them every day, and then we're going live. So you're probably going to see it skip forward a bit. I'll drop all the videos together. I'll still be dropping my motivational stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and start going live daily and do these check-ins with y'all. Just a quick 5, maybe 15 minutes if I got a lot to say. And I've got a list of topics, about 20 topics. I want to brain dump everything I know about health and fitness. Yolo Ave, fam. You only live once. This is our one life. Make the most of it. That's why I started this channel. And if you can't tell, this has been a personal passion of mine, a commitment since a little boy was 13 and said he wanted to go to prom. And now as a grown-ass man, getting in charge of his health, aging backwards, watching everybody else learn the mistakes that I grew into as a fat kid and live my best life ever. So you only live once, fam. In the meantime, I'll be right here wishing the best and only success, being the best version of myself, one could say, beyond empowered. Question is, who the fuck are you going to be? Peace. I wanted to post another observation. This is we're a couple of minutes to 12, and so this is Sugar Fast Day 4 in my program. So 3 cycles. First day Sugar Fast, second day add protein, third day add carbs, starches. Obviously carbs are there. Now day 4, back to a Sugar Fast for about 30, 40 hours. When is that actually? If I go into it tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. Yeah, and I mean, you consider the night before. Oh, shit. Nice. That's a 48-hour Sugar Fast. Bet. Creating it as I go. But one thing I'm noticing, so today you've already seen day 4. Been out, got my 3 miles in, about 7 series of sprints and runs. Went to the gym, got in a workout, back workout. And 2 meals, so I'm at 1,000 calories, I think 277 grams of sugar, and I didn't look at it specifically, but I'm guessing like almost none, probably less than 10 grams of protein or fats. But so some updates, definitely. Yesterday, I was slightly under on the water by like maybe 16 to 32 ounces, not too much, but I definitely noticed waking up this morning, darker urine, and when I went to go get my gym workout, immediately, like first set, cramping. So that was definitely something to notice. And I'm used to that, but usually towards the end of a workout, when I'm fasted, it can happen. But to be so clearly evident
just off of dehydration. That usually doesn't happen. It's usually at the exhaustion when I have fats and proteins. So running on sugars and even having starches last night, sweet potato along with chicken and the yolks, 6 egg yolks was my meal I had. Definitely need to stay on top of the water. It ramps your body up, burning hot, sweating a lot, because I actually change clothes. When I go for that 3-mile sprints and running, I am dripping, as you saw in the video. So dump those clothes, immediately change into some other workout clothes, head over to the gym, same thing. Just immediately hot, sweating. So I can definitely tell hydration because of the increased burning and metabolism. And I mean, like first set, it was back. So first set of rows, and my arms were cramping just to do the curling motion along with it. But got through the workout, like strength is there. No weights have dropped. Energy is there, pumping out, able to get the reps in. The strength is there. And no other real impacts to that I've noticed. But yeah, reason I jumped on here, I said it's a few minutes to 12 because I've been looking at, being that this is my sugar fast, I've had my 2 bowls of fruit. I'm going to have another probably around 3 and another at 5. I'm probably going to end the day right at about 550 if I'm already at 277 grams of sugar and 4 meals, and I'm probably going to land right at about 2,000 calories. So I think that's going to be my sugar fast protocol day. But anyway, keep getting distracted. Reason I'm saying this has got 12 ounces of coffee, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And I'm just so present. I've gotten 2 workouts. I'm sitting here doing schoolwork. I just did all my posting to the other channels and stuff, and messaging between mastermind groups, talking to people, having conversations. But the energy, I just started this a week ago. I literally am sitting here like, do I want to? Like at this point, I'm actually going to sip it. I like coffee. I like caffeine. I do like the stimulant. I like the added alertness sometimes, because I'll say on the days, I was doing something, studying. So staring down, looking at a phone on apps, doing my studying, and just get drowsy. Like I got like a mental ADHD. If I'm not engaged in something, it's hard for me to just read or take in information. So I'll get mentally just bored, and I cannot keep myself awake. I take on seminars that I pay for, and I have to stand up in the back because otherwise I'll fall asleep. But just this context, and I'm used to that inside of keto and fasting and all that stuff, but just the context that I'm able to sit here and think about, if it wasn't for the fact that I already put sugar and honey in it, and it's going to add to my fasting calories and a nice little caffeine kick, but that it's a choice because I like it. I don't need to have this in my routine. Before, other times, this has been the go-to. Also, another kicker, something I got picked up on, shout out Brandon Carter, been taking brown cake for the ephedra in it, because it's the first time I've actually gotten what I would say is a normal baseline of appetite suppressant. Even coffee hadn't really done it. I'm a ravenous type dude. Even when I was plant-based, my bowl is like the size of a bowling ball, like for salads. So I do everything big, and I know that and accept that. When the side effect of ephedra for me, beyond the added lipose burning, fat burning, is actually the appetite suppression. Like, this is the first time in my life to experience a food noise going away. Like, all of my life, before lost 100 pounds, after lost 100 pounds, vegetarian, plant-based. If I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to eat a lot. And so, as I told you this morning, dialing it into 1,800 calories, I'm like, fuck, what do I actually get to eat? If it wasn't so satiating on keto with all that heavy stuff, but still, it's hard to stick inside of that. Anyway, just say all that to say, adding that in, that also may be a reason why, because I just went and got some more yesterday. So this is the first day I've added that back into the mix, and it literally just suppresses appetite. That, for me, is the bigger benefit, because no matter what protocol you're sticking to, if you're sitting around starving or thinking about food, and I have the discipline. I've done water fasts. I've fasted for up to 7 days. I've done protein fasts, everything. So for me, canceling out the food noise is a godsend. So that's another factor, right? I know I don't need the energy. I just simply want it, and now I've made it a meal with the sugar and honey in it. But another factor, I will say, is that I definitely feel the ephedra is like, keep going, keep doing shit. That's actually what I noticed when I first took ephedra. I would like be locked in doing work for hours and be like, oh yeah, it's time for me to eat. Oh, my fasting window is going to be closing soon. An hour or two later, shit, I got to go eat now. I got like 30 minutes. Like, the day just passes. And my conversation about food noise up here, out the window. So just a shout out to that. That's another, actually, I can add it to my list. Drop some comments. I'd love to know if you're interested in hearing about supplements. And I mean everything: creatine, protein, branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, energy, stimulants, supplements, ephedra. My experience with it, I kind of just gave you everything that was in it for me. But even ketones, ketone aid, I had that as well. Again, shout out to the guy Brandon Carter. Definitely knows what he's talking about for the traditional keto-based fat loss. But yeah, just want to pop in, give that update. Anyway, back to it. And 2 more meals. Sugar fast. Number 2. The sugar shred, y'all. This thing's fucking amazing. Oh, update. After my workout, weighed in 244, right? However, I'm not bothered by that. One, I've already had 2 meals, and I had starches last night. So for me, that's within range, and to have not eaten anything bad. I am critical, though, while I'm, like I said, enjoying, splurging, letting my diet go up to 2,400, 2,500, 2,200. Like, I'm not feeling even 26 when I had the wings. I'm not feeling guilty. This is so fast acting is all I can really say. Like, the velocity that I can get results, like day by day, to see I did this, weigh myself the next day, and I can clearly see that there's an impact there. Something shifted. Or go get a workout and I can see, yep, that's the work that you did yesterday. So with that, I'm still dialing in to see, like, am I really comfortable over 2,000 calories? And thus far, yes, I'm pretty confident that, especially after this juice fast, 48 hours juice fast, fuck yeah. Doing that twice a week. Yeah, like I said, my goal this week, 230s. So wish me luck. Wishing you the best and only success. Let's get it, fam. Sugar shred.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the sugar shred for me. Let's go. Just got back from an afternoon walk with family. Got another 3 miles in. Just didn't feel right eating, over 2,000 calories, 500 grams of sugar, and sitting around for half the day. Even though this is the protocol, sugar fasting. But let's fucking go. What did I tell you? The weigh-in earlier after my workout, my normally lowest weigh-in, 244. Okay. But I'll give it its time to work its magic, do what it do. Rest of the day, continue doing what I'm doing, calculating everything. Now giving myself a reward bowl after this next walk. Sure enough, let me hop on the motherfucking scale. Family, it is day 4. And I told you this week, I'm touching them 230s. 239.9 in this bitch. Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm hooked. Day 4. I've been working on my health and fitness for 27 years, mind you, as I share honestly and truthfully, getting down to the discipline, the nutrition, this scientific shit, calculated and intentional, but god damn, this feels good. I'm sorry. If you are not convinced yet, Mark Bell, Cole Robinson, all the information coming out on the web, yo, fuck the research, fam. Go and do it for yourself. You're missing out. You're letting days go by. I was right there with you. I genuinely looked up all the content. Honestly, I'm glad Smelly Bell, he seems to be getting more responsible with it. When he first came out talking about all the candies and sodas and stuff, and I could see definitely people in different situations, overweight, obese, got to work with where you are type thing. But I didn't want to jump in when it seemed like that's just too fad. Like, oh, you can drink a bunch of soda, you can have a bunch of candy. Yes, you can. And now that I understand more of the diet, I get it. But that's just not my route. But I did research. I set up playlists, hours of videos, let them play through. I learned like that. I put everything on double, 2x, and just do what I'm doing in my day. But when I got through the information, I was like, fuck it, I got to try this. And that was the trial last week. Day 4. Fam, you don't understand. Last month, again, 20, 30 pounds down since the beginning of the year. Last month, I was, the goal was to get down in the 240s. I was 246, 247-ish on the first weigh-in last week on the trial. 239.9 next week? Come on. Day 4? Damn, I actually got to give a thumbnail. 10 pounds in 10 days and all this shit. But come on, man. Yo, this is real. I'm eating. I'm on a fast right now. And I haven't even seen the results because this is the day I'm fasting. So 48 hours, I'm still going to go the whole day tomorrow, training tomorrow, 10K steps tomorrow, before I'm even have some protein at the end of the day. I did have my first food thought where I was thinking about some satiating food, some protein. It's like, fuck it, because I'm not really hungry. I'm not starved anymore. boy, every time you dip into a bowl, it's just delicious. You know, you get that hedonistic effect, the rush, the energy. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Your boy finna be summertime flying. If some bad things come along the way, I'm willing to be the guinea pig. Put that on me, yes. 2:30s, we in there, kicking the door in this motherfucker, let's go.